What's happening, people? Population Nation here. And I thought it's been a bit of a mixed bag, but mostly a fairly good year for horror movies. And with Nosferatu just being released, and people seem to be overwhelmingly positive about it. I haven't seen it myself. I thought I would talk about the 1986 version of The Fly with Jeff Goldblum. Remember watching it years ago, and being impressed. Some of the scenes were a little bit gory. I'd actually seen the original, the black and white one, beforehand when I was a child, which, if you have seen that, I mean, that ending is, is just something else. So, getting back to this version of The Fly, I think the acting was good, the story was quite well paced. Actually, it moved at sometimes a bit too quick a pace, but you get the general idea pretty quickly. There's not many actors in it, but the characters in it all play the part. And depending on how you look at it, you can look at it as a horror film or just something that you'd rather children not watch. It's a bit gruesome. The practical effects are absolutely brilliant. I'm just going to play it. 3 clips actually. And then just quickly summarise the plot. Yeah, he's a bit of a mess in there.
That's disgusting. My ear. No. I'm scared.
And then, before I play this last clip, so Jeff Goldblum in the film, he meets this lady who is like a reporter, and he kind of chats her up, but also entices her into, he's got some big story for her, and she eventually agrees to come see what it's all about. She sees his equipment, his little lab, and he explains how he's been able to basically collect like the funding, and how he's got the equipment and this and that, low overheads, and he's putting it together. And his vision is the 2 pods, he puts something in one and it gets disassembled and reassembled in the other pod, which kind of like the what you call it in Star Trek, the teleporter, and he wants her to document it, and he has some success. And this guy you see on screen here is that lady's ex, and he's very, very skeptical about it. And what happens is Jeff Bloomberg's character, he can send inanimate objects, but not living things. He has a few failures. And he gets one success and ends up deciding, well, he sends, I think it's a baboon or something through, but then that baboon should be sent up for tests and all the rest of it, but it seems to be fine. And he's thinking more of changing the whole face of transportation and communication and that. And his ultimate goal is so humans can do it, as he'll get a Nobel Prize, be very rich, highly prized and stuff. And in the end, he sends himself through it. Sorry, 1 second, just cancel this call. And a fly happens to get trapped in there with him, and the computer somehow splices their genes together, and he starts off getting a few of the fly's benefits, quick reflexes, extra strength, this and that. And at one point he actually tries to talk the woman into going through, but as the fly takes over, he obviously is turning into an insect, more of a fly, less of a human, and becoming a bit nutty, unpredictable. And this guy here, like I say, he used to be her ex. She goes to him to help, and in the end it turns out that because Jeff Goldblum got her pregnant apparently after he'd been spliced with the fly, he decide, well, he's going to try and help her. I don't know why there's no sound to this clip. Pretty gruesome, pretty awful. Nightmare of kids. And if they did do this today, it'd be CGI, it wouldn't look the same. I'll end it there because he does it on his foot. Not very nice. And there we have it. I perhaps gave a bit too much of the story away, but if you haven't seen it, like I say, that's the plot. A man scientist wants to become famous, he's got this technology, it goes wrong, and these are the consequences of their actions. And if anything, it's a kind of warning, but at the same time, some good old, I suppose you could say, fun. It was enjoyable to be watch. Yeah, a little bit gruesome at times, and I recommend give it a go. And if you do like this kind of stuff, or you enjoy this one in particular, I suggest go back and watch the black and white one. Slightly different story, that's more tragedy, and just as equally unhappy ending. Anyway, thanks for listening. I know it's not the cheeriest of videos to make it this time of year, but I thought people were talking about Nosferatu, and I thought I would talk about The Fly. So, thanks for listening. Please like, subscribe. I'd really like to get to 200 subscribers if we can, or 250. And I'm still figuring out the new mic and stuff, so please forgive me if I sound a bit off, or comment on if you have any ideas or information that can help me improve. Sometimes it's just a little thing that can make a big difference, and I'd appreciate any criticism, good or bad, and what you think of The Fly. If you watch it, is it your sort of thing? Would you like me to dig out some more of these? I've noticed the sort of early 80s to early 90s where I think we got a lot of good films where the practical effects were really good and the storytelling was still good, as well as the editing and the actors in it. So I'm going to be covering a few more, focusing mainly in the mid-80s, if this is which is one. But if you have any suggestions, like I say, I will check it out. And once again, thanks for listening. Population Nation out.